Hey everyone! Today we're doing a complete breakdown of Damian. I'll show you the best builds, which gadgets and star powers are best to use, on which maps he's strongest, and basically how to play him correctly in different modes. And most importantly, how to actually carry games with him, instead of just dying in 10 seconds. Because a lot of people pick Damian and have no idea how to play him. Some just rush in up close, others just stand AFK in the back, and as a result, the brawler seems really weak, even though in reality, he's actually one of the most annoying characters in the right hands, especially right now. Well, actually, Damian is a fighter who really depends on positioning and timing. If you play mindlessly, you'll just get destroyed. But if you understand distance, use your abilities at the right time, and sense the right moment to attack, he becomes really tough. Damian's main advantage is the pressure he puts on enemies. He forces opponents to back off, make mistakes, and waste their abilities. But he also has his own drawbacks. He doesn't have the highest survivability, it's easy to miss your attacks, and if you make a mistake when engaging, often you won't be able to get out. Now let's break down his attack. It's very important to understand that Damian is not the kind of fighter where you just spam the attack button. Here, the distance of your strike is very important, as well as predicting the enemy's movement and controlling space. Beginners often shoot directly at the enemy's model, but in Brawl, as we know, it's better to aim a little to the side because everyone moves sideways, so it's best to shoot ahead of them. That's it. Now let's talk about the super. This is the ability that can really turn the game around for Damian. Yeah, that's it. The main thing is not to use your super right after you've charged it up. A lot of people make this mistake. You need to wait for the right moment, like when the enemy is out of ammo, or they're pinned down by other brawlers, or when they have no escape route to run away from other opponents. Now let's break down an important point, the build. I think the best gadget for Damian is this little microphone. It's much more reliable and often helps win fights, plus it also heals your teammates. You can just throw this microphone to your teammate when they're in a critical situation. As for my gear, I use the basic ones for power and for the shield. That's how I have it set up on all my brawlers. I don't know why, I just really like this combo. That's it. And for the passive, of course, it's better to use the Flaming Fist, because during his super, it ignites enemies who are caught in the super. Damian feels best in knockout, in hot zone, and sometimes in gem grab as well. But in Brawl Ball, everything depends on the enemy team's pick. If you're up against a bunch of tanks, it's going to be really tough to play, but against squishy fighters, Damian just destroys everyone. As for maps, he prefers medium range, walls for cover, and open space for control. Now here are a few tricks that almost all top Damian players use. The first trick is to never use up all your ammo at once. Always save at least a little for finishing off enemies or for safety. The second tip is to keep moving constantly. If you stand still, it's very easy for opponents to catch you and capitalize on your mistakes. Third, play around cover. Damian really doesn't like open maps. Another important thing, don't always try to be the first to engage. Sometimes it's much more effective to just wait for the enemy to make a mistake. Now let's talk about counters. The toughest opponents for Damian are aggressive tanks and characters with very high close range damage. But here's who he's good at taking down: slow marksmen, squishy fighters, and characters without mobility. If the enemy can't quickly close the distance, they're going to have a really hard time. And now here are the most common mistakes beginners make. They rush in alone without their teammates, just spam auto attacks, waste their ultimate for no reason, and play way too aggressively. With Damian, you need to play smart. He's not the kind of fighter who just presses buttons and wins. Overall, Damian is a very strong fighter if you understand his playstyle. At first, he might seem difficult, but once you start to get a feel for his damage, range, and timing, matches become much easier. Please let me know in the comments what you think of Damian and which build you use. Maybe someone will find it useful. And if you found this guide helpful, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.